July 1943. High above the Mediterranean, 4 Allied bombers disappear into the clouds.
Their target lies deep behind enemy lines, protected by powerful anti-aircraft defenses.
Every pilot knows the odds. Some will never return home. The formation crosses the coastline, disappearing beneath a blanket of thick morning fog. Enemy radar stations begin scanning the horizon, searching for any sign of the approaching bombers.
Inside the lead bomber, silence fills the cockpit. Every second brings them closer to danger.
Far below, anti-aircraft batteries wait patiently for their first target.
The bombers fly so low that waves crash beneath their wings. A lookout finally spots the objective. The enemy harbor emerges through the fog.
The commander takes one final breath before giving the order to attack. Begin the attack!
The bomb bay doors swing open, exposing thousands of pounds of explosives to the freezing air. Without warning, enemy searchlights burst through the darkness, sweeping across the sky.
Seconds later, the first anti-aircraft guns erupt into action.
Black clouds of exploding flak surround the formation from every direction.
The lead pilot refuses to break formation, despite the relentless barrage.
A violent explosion rocks the bomber on the left, sending fragments into the sea.
The damaged crew fights desperately to keep their aircraft in the air.
Despite the damage, the formation presses forward toward the harbor. Enemy warships finally come into full view beneath the clouds.
The bombardier steadies his breathing and prepares to release the payload.
The target fills the bomb site. There will be only one chance to get this right.
Bombs away!
The heavy bombs fall silently before gravity takes complete control.
Enemy gunners fire desperately, hoping to stop the bombers before impact.
The first explosion tears through the fuel depot beside the harbor.
Moments later, secondary explosions ripple across the docks.
Enemy ships scramble to leave the harbor, but confusion slows every move. The bombers bank sharply, escaping through a storm of flak.
One aircraft falls behind, trailing thick black smoke from its damaged engine. The crew knows their battle is far from over. The journey home may be even more dangerous.
The bombers turn west, leaving the burning harbor behind them. Victory is short-lived. Enemy fighters are already climbing to intercept.
The bomber crews scan every corner of the sky, searching for the incoming threat.
Dark silhouettes suddenly appear high above the formation.
The lead gunner opens fire before the enemy can strike.
Tracer routes streak across the sky as both sides exchange fire.
One fighter closes in from behind, aiming directly at the damaged bomber.
The tail gunner squeezes the trigger and refuses to let go.
Bullets tear through the attacking fighter's engine, forcing it into a steep dive. For a brief moment, the skies fall silent, but everyone knows the danger isn't over.
Fuel gauges drop lower with every passing minute. The bombers cannot stay in the air forever.
The navigator studies his charts, searching for the safest route home. A powerful storm begins to build across the Mediterranean.
The formation flies directly into violent turbulence.
The damaged bomber begins losing altitude faster than expected.
The pilot fights the controls with every ounce of strength he has left.
At last, the storm begins to clear, revealing open skies ahead.
The radio finally comes alive with a familiar voice from home base.
Welcome home. We're glad you made it.
The mission succeeded, but the cost of victory is written across every damaged aircraft.
The coastline finally appears ahead. Home is closer than ever before.
Ground controllers spot the returning bombers and prepare the runway.
The damaged aircraft requests permission to land first.
Its landing gear locks into place just seconds before touchdown.
The bomber slams onto the runway and skids through clouds of dust.
Rescue crews race toward the damaged aircraft before the engines even stop. The exhausted crew climbs out, greeted by cheers from their fellow airmen. Not every aircraft returns. Empty parking stands tell the rest of the story. Their mission changed the course of the campaign, but victory demanded a heavy sacrifice. Their mission changed the course of the campaign, but victory demanded a heavy sacrifice. As night falls, intelligence officers begin studying the mission reports. The photographs reveal widespread destruction across the enemy harbor. Fuel depots, warehouses, and supply routes have been crippled. Back at the airfield, mechanics work through the night repairing the surviving bombers. Tomorrow will bring another mission and another test of courage.
The men know there are no guarantees in war.
Yet they continue flying, mission after mission, because they believe the sacrifices of today may save lives tomorrow. The damaged bomber that barely survived is finally restored to service. Months later, veterans still remember the day the harbor burned. For some, it was the most terrifying day of their lives. For others, it became proof that determination can overcome impossible odds. Their story remains a reminder of the courage shown by air crews during the war.
And even decades later, the echoes of that mission still live on in history.